Welcome to Ordnance Wargaming. Today we're building some 40k terrain and we're making this stone pillar out of a corrugated cardboard box. Okay, so the first thing that you need obviously is something to make your stone pillar out of. We're making them out of cardboard, nice and cheap, accessible. This is just a cardboard box I had laying around. You'll need enough to make it so that you can stack enough up to get the height that you want. I'm making mine about 200mm high, so I need about 30 discs cut out of the cardboard, so I've got a whole bunch more down there. But yeah, just like that. Whoop, get that down. If you do get your cardboard from a cardboard box, watch out for little metal staples. You don't want any trips to the hospital. Not fun. The next thing you need is something to base it with. If you want to base it, you can use MDF or plastic card or whatever you've got. You also need a knife to cut stuff out with, pencil to mark stuff, brush for glue, brush for paint, glue, and paint, using the hardware store paint again. First thing you need to do, once you've got all your materials together, is you need to mark out roughly how big you want your pillar to be on your cardboard. So I'm going to make mine about yay big. You just draw little circles like that on it, put a whole bunch of them on it, just try to fit them in, make them all about the same size. Don't worry about being too consistent because you want it to change size a bit. Try to get them roughly the same shape, so I might even dock a little bit off that one and maybe even that one and that one. I'm not good at drawing circles apparently. Okay, so next thing, cut them out. Okay, so I've cut out all of the discs that I want to use. I've got about 20 here. I didn't go to 30 because I was stacking them up as I was going. I was like, that's high enough. I've sorted them out so that the bigger ones are generally towards the bottom, smaller ones towards the top to give it a nice tapered look. Offset them a little bit. So the next thing we need to do is glue them together. So it's as simple as you just start at the bottom, grab your PVA, put some on. I'm going to flip this tower upside down, just take them, look, stick them on, glue the next one, stick it on, and repeat until you've glued your entire stack together. Bam! Okay, so the glue is now dried and I've base coated it in black, given that that's the base color for my rocks. Base color in whatever color you use for the rocks on your board. When you're base coating, I'd recommend getting your hands on a spray can because I did brush it on, and if you can see, there's still a bit of brown from the cardboard left in there in places because I couldn't get the brush in there unfortunately. So spray can, solve that problem. So for the highlights, I'm using hardware store paint. This one's just one that I had color matched to be the same grey that I use on the bases of my Necrons, given that I'm making this for that board. So you just take it, dip it in there, try to get as much of it off because we're going to be dry brushing, and take a bit off on there, try to get the brush nice and dry, and then just brush it on. Bam! Dry brushing done, starting to look like a bit of a rock. Now we're going to give it a slight texture by just dolloping some glue onto any of the flat faces that we have. Bam, bam, bam. A little bit down there, some here, there, there. Just get it all over the place. Anywhere there's a flat surface at the top, you just kind of put a bit of glue on there. Maybe even a bit down the sides. Let's see how that turns out. A bit down the sides, here and there. Try to get a bit of glue everywhere, but you don't want to cover the whole thing in glue. Spread it out a little bit, make it nice and thin, because weathering would have blown most of the sand off, but we want to get a little bit on there just to get it to have a slight texture to it. Spread your glue around, bam, 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 bam. Bam. Put that in the water. Get your basing material, which is this is just the sand I used for my gaming table. You just get it and you just kind of spread it over everywhere. Make a big mess. Spread it all over the thing. Anywhere there that there's glue it's going to stick to. Anywhere it doesn't stick, you can just brush off and put it back in your bucket. So you just put it on there like so. Bam! Now we've got some texture on it. It's starting to come together and look much better. It's got a bit of texture to it. It's actually looking more like some kind of wasp's nest than a stone pillar, but that's okay. We'll call it a wasp's nest instead. And it'll still look great on a board, but the problem I'm having with it at the moment is it's very, very grey. If you're using a different colour scheme for your rock, you might not have this problem, but for me, it's very grey. So once we add the base, we're going to put something on there to give it some colour. And now that the glue has dried and your sand stuck on, it's nicely textured, as you can see. It's looking more and more like something that's not just a pile of cardboard every step. Alright, so next thing that you need, once it's all dried out, something to put down as a base. I'm just using a bit of MDF. You can use MDF, card, plastic card, whatever you want. I'm using MDF, and you just stick it down, grab your glue, squirt a nice little ring of glue on there, it'll spread out, and you just sit it on there and then rotate it till it fits on the base nicely. You want to leave a couple of small areas where there's some base exposed to pretty up the piece of terrain a bit. Once you've got the stone pillar stuck onto your base, there's a little bit of crap on there, you get your PVA. I've already put some onto the base, but you just kind of squirt it on all around and you get it down so that it's all over the entire piece. Next thing you need to do is stick something on just to pretty it up a little bit. I've got a granite arm, which I pulled out of my bits box, and a whole bunch of these little foam Necron crystals that if you want to find out how to make them, we have a video and I'll put a link right here. So you just take your crystals and you stick them onto your base, just wherever you want to make them look nice. I'm just going to put some scattered around here, growing out there, maybe one or two around here, maybe even one. I might just move that a bit over to there. The arm I'm going to stick down after I've put the sand on, because the crystals are growing up out of the base, whereas the arm's gone down over the top. So it'll go on after the sand's gone, which will make it look more like it's been cut off the granite and put there rather than grown up out of the ground. Okay, so to apply the sand, you do it the exact same way you did there. That's the reason we covered the entire base in glue. You just get your sand, you grab a fistful of it, and you just kind of sprinkle it all over the base. Okay, once you've dumped the sand on there, all you have to do is pick it up and just let the excess drop off, then let your glue dry. Okay, now that the glue is dried, I have gone on and added my granite's arm and sword there, put a little bit of a blood effect onto the sand. If you can see, not really, because the light's not in a good position. But the only other step that you need to do once you hit this point is just get your water and wood glue and just kind of spray it all over the whole thing to seal down any loose particulates. When you're spraying it, you want to get it nice and drenched so that you get all of the sand that may not be quite stuck down. And once you've done spraying it, you just set it somewhere to dry for an hour or two. Then it's all done. Okay guys, so there you go. That's how you make a stone pillar out of some corrugated cardboard and whatever you can find in your bits box. It really is just that easy. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up so that we know that you liked it, so we can keep making content that you like. And of course, if you have an idea for some terrain that you'd like us to show you how to make, please throw your suggestion in the comment section below. If you want to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button and ding the bell. I'm sure you know why by now. And up here, you'll find a link to some of our other videos that you might like. Until next time.